right, I'm excited. Nice stiffy.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Roger, you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? Big sad news today. We lost Jerry Jarrett on Valentine's Day, 1942 to 2023. Absolute legend in the business. He will be missed by a lot of people. And my condolences, everybody here at Wrestling with Savage. Our condolences and prayers are with the Jarrett family at this time. We want to wish everyone a very happy Valentine's Day from here at Wrestling with Savage and Outlaw Wrestling as well. Happy Valentine's to everyone from Outlaw Wrestling. We'll be seeing you guys very soon. Big news. Wrestling with Savage is now one of the official sponsors of Outlaw Wrestling for the entire calendar year of 2023. There's a match coming up. You're going to get to see Billy Gunn and Bull James versus the Iron Savages. Billy Gunn coming down. This is going to be a fun one. This is going to take place March 11th. Doors open 6 p.m. It's going to be 9511 4th Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, and Savage will be there, and so will the whole Outlaw Nation. So make sure you come on down to check this out. But the reason we're here tonight is because of NXT. I'm here with Jay, and I'm here with Anthony, loves wrestling. And don't worry, Mick Thomas and Jay is here, so you don't have to come get him.
I'm here, baby. I got to cover the truth on this NXT. Man. They brought me back. I'm back.
Steven Chambers makes a good point. Tomorrow, Jeff will be wrestling, so that's going to be... hopefully some therapy for him as well. Tomorrow's going to be like another emotional kind of night, for sure. For sure. Like, without a doubt. So, yeah. Shout out to Steven Chambers in the chat, Mick Thomason. Appreciate you guys. NXT tonight was pretty good, Jay. Overall, I had a good time with NXT. I know I did personally.
Ups and downs. That's all a little roller coaster.
Going on, Jake, the tribal chief in the house, part of the Savage Kingdom. What's going on, brother, man? What's going on, man? Make sure you guys are smashing that like, subscribe, share, do what you got to do, man. We got our producer in the background. He's going to be handling all the comments, so this way I can really just focus on the show, and we can talk NXT. Tonight, NXT opened up with what could have been a way better match, but not bad for what it was. Back from suspension, Waller comes out first to take on Tyler Bate. The match starts off with Grayson Waller taking early control with shots to the face, driving Tyler into the ropes, choking him. I mean, in the beginning, Waller was just going to town on this guy, man. Just really going to town. Waller was trying to show out and prove to everybody that he is that superstar. And, tonight he kind of proved it again. I think there was one mistake during the match, but they tried to make up for it really quick. But basically Tyler comes out after the initial offense from Grayson Waller, who was just beating the hell out of him, driving him to the ropes, choking him, more shots as the rest were trying to regain control. Tyler now with the stiff shots, uppercut, close fist to the face, even a stiff foot to the face. Irish whip into the drop kick, covering a kick out by Waller. Now Bate with a sleeper hold, and Waller turns it into a backdrop into a cover kick out by Tyler Bate. Waller then comes up with a running knee to the back and now stomping on the knees of Bate. Grayson was, kicking Bate, now running clothesline in front of the announce table. We get a shot of course, Booker T enjoying all the action with the stretch on Bate, now trying to break his neck. Tyler fighting back with shots. Waller right back with a knee to the midsection. Waller goes for his stunner. Bate counters with his bounce off the ropes into a clothesline. That's where that mistake that I was talking about, Jay, happened. I'm sure you absolutely know what I'm talking about. Just a little mishap, but they quickly, picked up the pace. Tyler with a backdrop suplex into the cover, kick out by Waller. Now Tyler with a fireman's carry into the spin. Basically the Cesaro spot, just spinning him in that fireman's. Waller with a standing blockbuster, which looked nice, into the cover. Now Waller with a shot to the back of the neck. We get another cover, another kick out by Tyler. Let's go Waller. Waller sucks chance happening also in this match. So it's very nice to see that Waller has that John Cena quality, man. I mean, he has fans invested. There are fans that love him, and there are fans that hate him. And we're going to talk more about how they're like working him now into the megastar package. And it's happening. You can see it. Shawn Michaels has taken a liking to this guy. There's no way that Shawn Michaels would be working with him on this level if he didn't see potential in him like we do. We see the potential in him. Waller goes for the sweet chin music. Now Bate with the multiple shot super kick cover. Waller makes it to the ropes. Waller with the sunset flip counter into the cover. And then Tyler Bate counters into his own roll-up and gets the 1-2-3 win. Waller is very upset with the referee. As you can see, there was the roll-up, and then Bate ended up countering this. Waller's going up to the ref saying, what the hell? That was a 2. That was a 2. He's pissed off, man. He's really pissed off. Jay, what do you think? What's going on, Mr. B-Roll? We appreciate you being here on Twitch, man. Get your butt on over to the YouTube if you want, man. Jay, how about you, brother? Why don't you...
Oh, man, you know what's so crazy about this match? That the showmanship did more for me than the match. I wasn't really into the match, to be honest with you. I thought the unprettier spot was what you call a blockbuster. They call it the unprettier.
It looked like a standing blockbuster.
I thought that was a great spot by Waller. I think when he sells, he's great. I think when he comes out, he just shows that showmanship. But the match itself didn't really do it. I thought Bate was more impressive, to be honest with you. He did an exploder suplex. He did the 2 pop and bops. Even the springboard head to the clothesline. I thought he was more impressive than Waller, to be honest with you, wrestling wise. But showmanship, Waller had it all the way. And I can't wait to see this guy. I think he's ready, man. I think you all seen it tonight. He's just ready. When you have the crowd,
what's going on,
you have the palm of your hands. That's it, man. That's it.
Anthony, how about you? What'd you see in this matchup tonight that kicked off NXT, man? Did it get you excited for the night? Did it set the tone for you?
Yeah, I especially loved what happened after the match.
Oh, of course. No, are you talking about when he went and basically harassed Shawn Michaels again?
Yeah, that was one of my favorites because, I mean, it's just going to show, like, that day, yeah. But
no, this was a great visual to see Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, the Mr. WrestleMania, DX leader, all of that, man. When Savage gets to see stuff like that backstage, they peel that curtain a little bit. This is the first time we've seen him with a headset on backstage, in my opinion. I don't think I've seen this before. Have you, Jay? No. So, when they peel the curtain back like that, and that's exactly what that is behind there, Anthony. That's a curtain right there. And they're actually literally peeling the curtain to show you the inner workings of NXT. You see Prince Albert there? What do you got to say, Anthony? I don't want to interrupt you tonight, man.
I think it happened a couple times when it was black and gold.
Not with Shawn Michaels, though. With Shawn?
Yeah, when
not
with
Shawn.
With Regal.
Not with Shawn.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Anthony.
My fault.
Come on, man. That's it. He's fired. Thanks. Nah, you're good. You're good. But let's keep it moving. But this was a beautiful picture. I know Jay definitely appreciated this visual right here. It's a hell of a setup for the kid's career. He's a star, bro.
Savage, as a wrestling pro yourself, as you see Waller wrestling wise, do you think he may just need different movesets? Maybe.
Oh yeah, bro. He's super young right now, man. Like a lot of these wrestlers, don't forget, he's not like John Cena, who was in Ohio for a few years first.
I just feel like I just saw too many knees to the stomach. I just felt like I saw too many of that tonight.
Yeah, but that could have been the dancing partner. Maybe Tyler Bate had a certain vision.
Increase, baby.
Laura Tensai, man. Laura Tensai. Man, that could have just been like maybe Tyler Bate had a certain vision for the match, and maybe that's why that mistake happened. Think about it.
I'm gonna
it wasn't a
right
perfect.
there.
Wasn't a perfect match
right there because I bleed for NXT. I don't know if you know that, and Anthony, I bleed for this. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you what you didn't see. When Waller was in the headlock position and he had Bate, guess what? This was a Waller match. You know why? Because he was calling the spots. This was his type of match. He was leading the whole 9. No, just look at every Waller match. This is his match.
I'm not doubting that, man. He's that guy. He's that guy.
And I love it.
He's just as much that guy as Carmelo Hayes is. Or right? As far as like overall presentation, he's already got it. It just needs to be fine-tuned, and he needs to, pick maybe a few more moves. I wouldn't mind seeing more suplexes out of him. Maybe more like Irish whip, kind of like maybe even a Luthez press. Luthez press, rising knee to the face, maybe a swinging neck breaker, maybe even an enziguri into his package. He can mix it up. Russian leg sweep consistently. Snapmares, he doesn't even do that much. He doesn't even do a lot of like snapmare into a chin lock and then take it into a hammer lock, drive the guy into the mat, try to go after like a Charlie Dempsey move, go after the leg. And me, if I get in the ring and I get you on the mat, I'm going to turn you into a pretzel, Anthony. You know what I'm saying, Anthony? Into a pretzel. That's what you don't see. That's why I like Charlie Dempsey, man. Turns people into pretzels.
But I mean, but there's no doubt that this kid, that Waller's going to be a friggin' star.
I think so.
I could see him. I could see him against. Oh my God, we always talk about it.
Carmelo Hayes.
No. I'm talking United States champion. Jesus Christ.
United States champion. Theory?
Yeah. Like main roster feud.
Oh. Yeah, well listen, let's focus on NXT right now. He's still got a long way to go in NXT. He needs to be one of those guys that needs to win that NXT title. Like he needs to be on that list of guys that wins it this year as soon as Braun goes bye-bye, which I think is going to happen. But right now, we got a twist on all that. We'll get into that later, though. There's a big twist now on the whole Braun Breaker Carmelo theory. Might not even exist anymore at this point. So, but we're going to get into that. But I do agree, Steven. I think Waller needs more ground and pound, more submissions, and have an overall better package. You see, Tyler Bate, however, has a great move set. He has a fantastic move set. He's like a real-life video game character, and he's more seasoned than Waller, obviously. He can definitely wrestle his ass off, and he makes everything look very clean. Waller's entertaining, but this was a great match. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Even though it wasn't perfect, it was still good. I had a good time with it, and you will too. Now, we get into the next segment over here, which is going to be a Valentine's Day segment, right, guys? It's Valentine's Day. Briggs and Jensen, he's very nervous tonight, says he's never, ever even been to first base. Never even kissed a girl. He's nothing. No grabbing, no kissing, no hugging. He's a noob. He's a noob and he's nervous. And his boy's like, it's all about 90-10. 90-10. I'm 90, you're 10. Let's do this. He's trying to help his boy. You know what I mean? You got to commend him. He's trying to help his boy, who's apparently never even kissed a girl before. Don't you feel bad for him, Jay? What do you think about the story now? Did it get your attention a little more tonight? Did it feel a little better, like storytelling, at least tonight? For the first time, I felt like it was actually decent.
I honestly can't believe creative wrote this. I'm completely dumbfounded. This was probably the dumbest thing I ever saw tonight.
All right, let's just straight up say the overall package. At the end of the night, they go on a date. He goes in to kiss her, and then, of course, Fallon Henley has to come down and get involved, and she has to say, oh, my God, I got to tell him. She was on the phone. She said, I love you. But she was saying I love you to her brother, who then opens the door, says he fed the dogs. He didn't know what time she was going to get back. This guy's like...
What is it doing for anybody? It's not...
But you got to admit, they went in for this kid tonight to try to build him. I mean, that's what they're doing by this. At the end of the day, whether it got over, it worked, it didn't work, that's what all this was about tonight. It was to try to get back some fans and make them emotionally invested into the storyline.
Nobody invested in these three idiots you're seeing. The only people that they're invested in is Kiana James. Let's face it. She is the star out of each and every shitty segment they have thrown at us, especially.
I want to know what Anthony thinks of this. Anthony, did they emotionally catch you at all tonight?
I mean, I did enjoy the segment.
You said
No, I did enjoy the package that we got of it. I thought it was good.
Okay, see, exactly. You thought it was good, and that's what I'm saying, Jay. They changed his mind. Maybe they didn't change yours. Like I said, it's not going to change everybody's mind.
Mr. Savage, if I wanted to watch Hitch, I'll go watch it right now, okay? I don't need to watch Hitch.
Hitch is a good movie. Hitch is a good movie, just like this is a good wrestling late-night talk show.
Nobody put thought into this. This was stolen.
No, that's not true.
This was stolen by a movie. By a movie.
Maybe.
No, it's not maybe.
It could be a lot of
Hitch. Go watch the movie.
That part, the 90-10. I understand, but you got to remember, they're going Hollywood, right? They're going Hollywood.
Well, listen, if you want to bring Briggs and Jensen up, especially in the tag team division that the main roster needs, why are you going to put them in these shit?
All right, listen, Jay, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put a picture of a wrestler on the screen right now, and then I'm going straight to you full screen, and I want you to break down what you saw tonight from this man right here.
I saw a guy that's lost, folks. I don't know what it is. I think he's been lost. He was American when he came to NXT, then he turned Nigerian all of a sudden, and now the MF is a freaking lost, wandering, pounding loser. I don't know what it is about Apollo Crews. We could put him in any situation, and he could do standing moonsaults all day. But the fact of the matter is that Apollo Crews absolutely sucks. He absolutely sucks. What is he telling us? Now we're just making every NXT star look great. I don't know what it is. The Bato, Kato, Kano, whatever you want to call that big dumb Memef. I don't know what you want to call him.
Isn't it Double Do or Dabby Do?
It is not going to boost.
I'm going to start calling him Daffy fucking Duck. How about that?
This is a waste. And what was the argument about? And what was he saying? No, I'm coming after you. He was talking me. Come on.
So you didn't like it. How about you, Anthony? Did you like this? Did you like seeing Apollo Crews come out, cut this promo? And real quick, before I asked you answer that, let me just say what he said. Vengeance Day was my chance to get one step closer to Daba. I saw that smile, I felt that hug, and out of nowhere goes dark. No call, no text. I tune in to hear your reasons why, and you said I should know why. We shared time together on the road. You have your reason, and now I have mine. I'm not focused on the future, the past. Only thing I'm focused on is revenge. So, yeah, I agree. Steven Chambers just said it best. Apollo Crews is definitely going downhill as opposed to other people on the roster who are getting the job done. And it's sad because build to build, a man can wrestle, but I don't understand what they're going to do with Apollo Crews. But forget about Apollo Crews, okay? Because tonight he looked like a loser who got beat at the pay-per-view. But you know who doesn't look like a loser, even though she lost at the pay-per-view? Her name's JC Jane, man. And she definitely looked fantastic tonight, coming out by herself, confident. We get reminded of the kick. You see that kick to the face, gentlemen? That kick to the face.
In a shirt.
Heard around the world. All right? Gigi Giannetti. Gigi Giannetti. That's a chant coming. Gigi Giannetti. Gigi Giannetti. Look at them, Toxic Attraction. They were so good together. They show us a video package of how good they were together. The most dominant women faction in the history of women factions. I mean, that's a bold statement. Last week, the end of Toxic Attraction. The end of the story. The beginning of Jay. What's up?
Hold on. The end came in that triple threat match.
I'm just reading what she said, man.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I misunderstood something.
I'm just reading what she said. She said this was the end last week. And, last week was the end of Toxic Attraction and the beginning of the JC Jane story. And now it's all about me. And the proof is in the boot. For the last 7 days, I have been the talk of NXT. And she's not lying. They've been talking. The world's been talking. They've been talking about her. Not Roxanne, not Braun, not Carmelo, and damn sure not Gigi Dolan. Gigi Giannetti. It's all been about me.
And this is why Savage will never sing.
Hey, man, that's not nice. They have things that can fix my voice, okay? But for those of you who keep asking if I regret stomping Gigi's skull, the only thing I regret is not pulling the trigger sooner. Okay, that was a good statement. That's the only thing she regrets. I have already watched the footage, the replay of the kick heard around the world, and they show the face of Gigi Dolan. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. If I have to hear one more time, Did you really have to hit her that hard? The answer is yes. Yes, I did. Because all of you people want to sit here and act like Gigi was a victim. But anyone that has 2 brain cells, but sadly, that eliminates every single person in this building. Understand, I am the real victim here. Gigi, your days of doing half the work and taking all the credit are over. Sorry, Janetti. Sorry, Gigi. Your security blanket, aka me, is done protecting you. I will no longer be taking care of all your mistakes. Enough about you. Enough about Chucky. Everyone in this building at home, listen very carefully. This is going to be the most important thing I ever have to say. Screw you. For the last 2 years, you saw me as the one that did not belong, called me the third wheel. Well, that super group went on to become the most dominant female faction in WWE history, and look who's the last woman standing. It's Gigi. It's Gigi. Jay, what'd you think of this promo? Because this was a straight up promo.
Savage, I know you hate her. You've been hating her. Every time I bring her up, you always go to Gigi this, Gigi that. I hate it. I hate that you talk about my woman. But let me talk to you about her. Ranked number 49 in PWI out of top 150 last year. Former two-time ACW Women's Champion. Mission Pro alumni, folks. This woman got it all. I've been telling you, Savage. She knows how to cut a promo. And you know what's so great about her promo? It wasn't great tonight. The Chucky line, I wouldn't like it. But she has such great facial expressions. Every time she delivers a line, it hits. And it hits with the crowd and the boos. And she has so much heat right now that is just working into her favor. Anything she says, even if she messes up, it's gold. This woman has got it all. I've been telling you for the longest. She's been trained by one of the greats in Jay Lethal, Matt Sydal, even our own WWE performance. And you see her right now, Savage. What more can I say about this woman? This is the next big heel. Cora Jade, watch out. Absolutely.
Oh, Jay can't even hear anything. Jay, I was asking you.
I hear you now.
Your roses behind you over there, were those for JC or for your wife?
Right. I don't know if anybody heard that, but it was some audio issue.
No. They didn't hear anything. They heard you, though. It's okay, though. I had my mic muted because I was doing something before. Anthony, how about you and Gigi Dolan? Well, Gigi Dolan wasn't on tonight. Did you want to see Gigi Dolan tonight? Or are you okay that she wasn't here?
She sounds so much better without Gigi. JC is, I'm loving her mic. She sounds so much better as a heel than she does a babyface. That promo impressed the shit out of me.
Poor Gigi, man. Look at that face. So you were definitely impressed tonight.
Oh yeah, and then I love the shirt with the kick. Like,
yeah.
I love it. She's. I like when it's like, you know, like they're either a babyface or a heel, and it works naturally for them. JC is a natural heel.
Nah, she's gonna be one of the best heels that NXT has ever developed, and I think she will go on to have a good career in the women's division, in WWE main roster as well, and maybe Toxic makes a comeback too in a couple of years on the main roster. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, a couple months maybe.
We'll see.
They're gonna let this feud go, and then.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
We got to get into this Chase U promo because Thea, you know, they're asking her that when she's comfortable, she needs to basically open up about what happened with her in the schism. You know, schism apparently have really freaked her out. She says that, you know, she's not worried. She's okay. And she can't worry because if she does, the schism wins, and she can't let that happen. But she's going to look fear dead in the face and say, "Hi, I'm Thea Hale." And she's going to give a big Chase U ass kicking. Okay. We'll get back into her in a second. She's going to have a match. We get a little like anonymous little Twitter. Satoru Mura Michael. I had to say her name better. How about this? Did you like this little program by Sol Ruka? My parents told me they put it in me that, we had a deal that if I got a scholarship, I could do whatever I want as long as my grades were good. I could do anything: snowboard, skateboard, photography. Everyone is so afraid of making mistakes, but no one is perfect at everything. And when I tried the Soul Snatcher for the first time in practice, I kept doing it every single day. Ask Zoe Starks just how good it is. Now, Zoe beat me straight up, but I want another match because when I fail, I get right back up and I'm ready to go. So what'd you think of this little vignette? I can't call this a promo. It was more a vignette.
Savage, what I don't like about this is that they're feeding it down my throat, okay? This girl got potential, but please don't feed it down my throat. She isn't that impressive, let's face it, okay? There's only one cool finisher, and that's pretty much about it. So don't feed it down my throat. Just stop. You get it.
I'm not feeding it down your throat. How about you, Anthony? What'd this do for you?
Where's Tiffany Stratton?
We're getting there, man. We're not talking about Tiffany Stratton, you psycho. We're talking about, Sol Ruka. She's a free spirit. Did you like her vignette tonight or not? I need to talk about the character's development, or otherwise I'm not doing my job as a wrestling journalist on this show. So I need to see you as the fan. You're the casual fan. What do you think right now about Sol Ruka's character development in NXT?
I'm gonna agree with Jay on this one. It's
don't jam it down your throat. All right, next, fine.
But also, it's like you gotta, give us a little bit of more of her, more, show us a little bit of improvement whenever she's on TV. But at the same time, like Jay said, don't jam it, but give her, have her take a week off. Have her.
That's what tonight was. Tonight was just her having a vignette. You didn't get a match tonight. You just got a little package.
She does wrestle at Level Up. If anybody watches, so she has practice. I'm just not impressed.
Mick thinks she's going to be a women's champion soon. That's a bold prediction, Mick. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Just don't feed it down.
We got a match, and Anthony wanted it, and now he's going to get it. And you got your match: Tiffany Stratton versus Thea Hale. Stratton in control early. Hale cuts her off, but then immediately gets distracted and starts crying when she sees a man, Joe Gacy, in a smiley mask and a Schism t-shirt in the crowd. Tiffany brings her back inside to the ring. No pin, just go straight into the fireman's carry. I mean, listen. You know what? Fine, I'll read this off and then I'll talk. Thea throws her to the apron while Stratton watches her basically over the middle rope. We get a slingshot senton, only two. Reverse chin lock. Hale slips out. Axe handle. She's fired up. Suicide dive connects back inside. Tiffany just takes her out. Tiffany Stratton wins by pinfall with the double jump moonsault. And the reason I'm going slow on the pictures is because the best part of this match is on your screen right now. And that's just when Tiffany Stratton is walking to the ring and then getting in the ring and then being in the ring and wrestling this match right here. There you see the daughter of the People's Champion, The Rock, Ava Raine, and she takes off her mask to scare the bejesus out of Thea Hale, who's excellent at selling and facials and energy and intensity. I mean, look at that dive. I mean, I'm not going to lie, Jay, she did take her time setting up the dive, but the execution of the dive was flawless.
Never hit Stratton, be honest. Don't lie.
Looks like it hits her right there. How about Stratton though? She landed kind of like, I'm shocked she even got as far as she did because Thea was really far away from the top rope.
The people here want me to review this match.
How about this moonsault? Look at the distance on that, guys. Tiffany Stratton with the win.
And Charlotte Flair.
Wow. All right, Jay, go give it to us. You got 60 seconds to tell me what you think about that match.
I said this the last time she wrestled. I said, you know what? It was a dance partner. But now I'm seeing the opposite. I mean, I think it's really Tiffany Stratton. Ever since she came back, she's been off on her game. That springboard moonsault, that was way off. It was awkward. It was off. Her footwork is a little off. She looked a little lost on the outside, hesitant at some spots. I don't know what it is about Tiffany Stratton. She got the whole theme, the intro, the ramp, everything down perfectly. But when it comes to wrestling, there's just something off. I don't know what it is. I'm worried. I'm very worried. Put it to you this way.
I think you're worried for no reason.
I don't like Thea Hale, and she was more impressive than Tiffany Stratton tonight.
I'm not going to argue with you on that one. That's fair. That's your take. How about you, Anthony? What's your take on there? Who was more impressive tonight, Tiffany Stratton or Thea Hale?
Tiffany.
Okay.
Of course.
We get a definitive answer from Anthony. So he thought Tiffany. I'm kind of tossed up about it. I thought they both had good performances. I thought they told the story okay. And Tiffany, just like I said, her entrance, coming to the ring, nothing else really matters at this point. Put a title on her and we're ready to go.
Not with a performance like that.
Nope. I don't care what she does. Put a title on her, she's ready to go. Ava Raine. Anthony, when do you think we see Ava Raine have a match?
No. Why? Never. She's injury prone. She got injured like the last 2 times. You're gonna risk it again?
So she's just a valet?
I think she should be a valet for a little bit longer.
Okay, that's a fair take. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't want to risk their injury. I'm sorry.
But listen, I think her and Thea Hale are both rising stars. I'm curious to see where they're going to go with the storyline. They piqued my curiosity. I actually want to see it, Anthony. I want to see where this leads with the whole Chase U.
I feel like it's just like this whole thing is forced.
So what, man? You need to sit back and enjoy it a little more because it's just a damn TV show. How many other TV shows you watch out there?
Not really many.
Jesus Christ. Anthony, hold on a second. Hold on. I want to ask you a question. Let's forget about wrestling for a minute. And Jay, you can answer after Anthony.
I'll be quiet.
Anthony, what's your favorite sitcom of all time?
South Park.
Okay. That's not a sitcom, Anthony. That's not a sitcom.
I don't really like it's mainly I'm either working or I'm watching wrestling.
I'm talking about even when you were a kid growing up. You don't have a favorite TV show, man? All time. Favorite sitcom all time. You want to know mine? Married with Children. The greatest sitcom of all time. There will never be a better sitcom than Married with Children.
I was more into Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World. Okay, great show. Great show. Topanga. Awesome. Great show. Jay?
But there was also like some episodes where I felt things were. I was like, hey.
What's this got to do about wrestling?
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it in a moment. Jay, what's your favorite sitcom of all time?
I'm a Seinfeld guy,
Okay. For me, Seinfeld's like number 2. I actually put listen, you know what? Because the last half of Married with Children was a joke. But then the first 5 seasons compare to anything on Seinfeld.
Oh God.
And Curb's up there. Curb's top 5 all time without a doubt. I'm not going to argue that. But my point is, you watch a show, and a lot of people do critique shows a little too much, but I'm not one of those guys. When I watch a show, I just sit back, I enjoy it, and I absorb the content if I like it.
And I'm a little offended by you right now because you say you absorb the content. You're a great full-time commentator. Let's face it, y'all. Yes, I'm telling all you at home, you're a great full-time commentator, and right now in your very own eyes, you are seeing poor creative plans on putting a hot-ass group that you can make in the schism into with Chase U. Why are these two together? They should not be together. They should be separate because guess what? When they're separate, they're doing great things on their own. Why blend them in? This is rushed, like Anthony said. This is not good.
Because sometimes you got to just have a little fun, man. Once in a while. And I feel like this is one of those, like Chase U, Thea Hale, they're one of those like fun kind of gimmicks. You can't take them too serious or you're not going to enjoy it, man. It's same thing like the Acclaim.
Yeah, but Schism is a serious
Schism's different, though. I'm not talking about Schism. That's why it's intriguing for me, Anthony, because you have this silly, goofy faction over here, right, with Chase U, and then you have this dark, serious one with Joe Gacy, and the dark, serious one is messing with these little bums over here, saying, it's not all fun and games. It's intriguing.
Yeah, but I mean, but there's not you can't bring this together in a better way? Like
all right, you know what? I'll just admit it. I'm trying to turn chicken shit into chicken salad, and it's very difficult. It doesn't always happen, okay? Sometimes the results are like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. That's what I feel the storyline's going to look like. You know, you're going to make
it already is. It already is.
I think our producer's trolling us right now, but that's okay. Maybe not. I don't know. Could be me.
Gilch, knock it off, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ, Gilch.
Be careful, man.
No, I'm ready.
Nah, yeah. I don't think it was Gilch. It was definitely me the whole time, but I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's get back into it. NXT. What did you guys think of this crap? Because that's what I thought this was. This is crap. Javi, Big Body Javi's not terrible. The fact that he can even get up there and do all this crap with a smile on his face shows me that he has the potential to be a good worker. But I need to see the wrestling catch up with the confidence, because the kid does have confidence, and obviously someone in NXT likes him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be on TV. Tatum Paxley's a bigger star than any of the people in this picture, but we just haven't seen it yet. And I think Ivy Nile has potential, but does she have personality? And let's get into that for a second. Jay, does Ivy Nile have any personality?
Absolutely not. She has no personality. I don't even like her movesets in the ring. I just don't see anything in her. I don't know what to do with her, to be honest.
You don't know what to do with her? Yeah, I don't know. How about you, Anthony? Do you give a shit about anybody in this picture here, or can we keep it going?
Can we say Jobber?
Yes, Jobber.
I mean, the other two are hot, so you know.
Okay, it's good to know. It's good to know, Anthony. I'm glad you feel that way. Now, basically, if you guys want to know what he said, though, I might as well tell you guys what he said, right? Big Body comes out and says, "You're gonna get a once-in-a-lifetime chance. You know, you can be my Javitine." Javitine.
Jesus Christ.
Tatum says, "I'm taking Javi." Says she is taken. You know, she's taken. Javi says, it's you know, it's your loss." Ivy now chokes out Javi. Poor Javi. Isla Dawn then is somewhere. I think she's sitting in a garbage can or something. And apparently she's talking to them, saying all kinds of crap that you don't want to be locked down to each other, suffer together, and then stand on your own. Don't listen to her, Ivy says. But I couldn't see Isla Dawn. Isla Dawn. I don't know where the hell she was or what she was doing.
Even more horrible.
Steven Chambers wants you all to know that there's a fact about Ivy that she was in the Titan games.
She was, Steven. She was in the Titan games, and she had no personality then.
It's true.
Thank you.
Jay, we got a match then. Axiom versus Damon Kemp. Axiom just beating the hell out of Damon to kick this match off. Stiff chops, drop kicks, flying around like a complete maniac. Damon finally lands some offense in the moon barrel suplex that looked devastating. Axiom with a crossbody. Kemp catches him, lands a crazy stiff clothesline, and now the electric chair German suplex that looked insane. Axiom fights, lands a crazy finishing kick to the face and gets the 1, 2, 3. I do like Damon Kemp's suplexes. I think he reminds me of like a little mini Taz. He's like a suplex little machine. But Axiom was super impressive tonight. Jay, what did you think of this match?
If I would have fired somebody, I'll fire Damon Kemp. He's not doing it for me, Savage. This match didn't do it for me. I don't think it did it for the crowd. And Axiom is always the same. So what is there to be impressed? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't really enjoy this match, to be honest. I think it was because of Damon Kemp.
I think Axiom's a great person, man. Well, that's a good one. He said put Gable and Kemp.
It's
together.
funny because Gable, and this is all true. You guys can look it up at WrestlingInc.com, wherever you want to go, whatever website you love out there. But Gable Stevenson absolutely sucks in the ring. That's why we're not even remotely seeing him on TV. Look it up. It's all facts. He's not cutting it. And I thought Damon Kemp's best work was with Diamond Mine. You guys could judge me or not. That was his best work. But now I see why. When you put this guy solo, nothing's selling. His promos, his segments, the wrestling, what? He did 2 German suplexes in front of you. One was a fast snap. Okay. What else?
Yo, Jay,
Jay. He's not a great seller.
Jay, for like 2 minutes, I'm just gonna keep pressing pictures, and I want to see you host the show for 2 minutes.
Go ahead. Well, look at right here. We got Brooke Jensen right here. Kiana James, one of the rising stars. She has a rocket ship if you don't know what's behind her coat. She was the star of the whole shitty segment that they throw. I thought Briggs and Jensen looked weak tonight. You don't put them in this type of shit. You got to make these guys at least a little more, how do I say this, respectable. So when you move them to the main roster, they could have some sort of validation on their names. But when you put them in segments like this, it doesn't cut it. And look what's happening here. Oh my God, you go 90, I go 10. You never kiss. Oh my God. Ugh. Come on, guys. 22 years old, you never kissed. We're going to believe that? Come on. It's unbelievable. And Mick, I always love NXT. I breathe for this. It's in my colors. It's in my veins. I'm freaking colored just because of NXT, for God's sakes. I bleed for this. But when you have poor creative ideas and poor creative plans and the whole script is off, it's bad. It's bad TV. Do we even get started with Tony D'Angelo? Don't even get me started there. I'll keep my mouth shut. Anthony, take over.
You never even said anything about Grayson Waller. I put this picture on the screen. I was waiting for you to say something about this. Sean kicked him out of the building.
We've seen this already. This is just...
He got kicked out of the building, man.
I want to talk about a recap.
No, this is part of that whole package. Anthony, what do you want to say?
I got to say this. I'm absolutely loving his work. Waller's work is he's making everything look believable.
Yes, he is, and he's growing.
I'm going to say this though. What I didn't like about the match was the finish. Why have him lose?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
You're talking right now. Why have him lose tonight?
Because losing doesn't really losing's not going to hurt him long term. It's not.
I wouldn't make him lose to Tyler Bate. I'm sorry. I wouldn't.
Oh, they want to make him look worthy to take up JD McDonough or something like that, probably. But we'll see what happens. Braun Breaker comes out right now, and this was my favorite part of the night. All right, and I'll tell you why in about a second. Braun Breaker comes out, says it feels different in here tonight. When one door closes, the next door opens, but this next challenge ahead of me is different. It feels different. It feels bigger. It seems to be the match everyone wants to see, me versus him. And then who comes out? Who comes out? You think Carmelo Hayes comes out? Carmelo Hayes does not come out. Jinder Mahal comes out. And he comes out and he says, a great champion must always expect the unexpected. Tell me something I don't know, Braun Breaker says. Braun, respectfully, I have to interrupt because I admire the fact that almost for the entire year you have carried NXT, and you are NXT. You are the entire brand. But I know very well the weight that you carry on your shoulders. Now, Braun, I know very well the stress of the next challenger, the stress of retaining your championship. But not only that, I completely understand the late nights, the early mornings, the lifestyle that comes with being the champ, the media, the news. From a former WWE champion to the current NXT champion. Is this what you dreamt of? Is this what you dreamt of as becoming the champion? Braun says, you damn straight. What are you talking about? You must be deaf if you don't hear, Jinder says, the small packet of fans who are changing their tune a little. You either die a hero or become the villain. Braun Breaker sucks chants start breaking out. I actually hear Braun Breaker sucks chants. That's actually why I'm here, Jinder says. Because of that ignorance, the fact that you cannot even acknowledge anything around you, the tides are changing, and you cannot acknowledge the fact that you are tired and weak, and that's why I'm challenging you to a match next week for the NXT Championship. Braun says that's fine, but you don't got to come out here and waste everyone's time with, your new 3-man band. Which one of you? Great. That was good. Which one of you plays the guitar? Relax, says Jinder. Braun, these people don't like you, and I know you said the 3MB comment. It's for them to like you. But after I take that championship, they're still not going to like you. And they're not even going to feel bad for you. But don't worry, Braun. The Maharaja will. I can't wait for this match next week. I pray to God. I'm going to go to church this Sunday coming up before this match happens. And I'm going to pray to my God that Jinder Mahal wins this for the fate and betterment of NXT. Because I can literally see NXT doing higher ratings than AEW if Jinder Mahal is the champion.
Jay, what's the matter, guy? Come on. I want to hear this.
I don't know. Maybe I got a different TV or the audio is all fucked up. Excuse my language. I don't know what it is. Did you guys just not see what I see? What, Anthony, what have I been saying about Dijak? Because you're the only supporter about Dijak. Savage hated Dijak, but then he got cool with him all of a sudden. But what did I always say about Dijak when he has a mic? What do I always say? Keep it short. Do not talk longer than 60 seconds, please. And this is exactly what happened. I'm going to tell you guys this. Number one, what we learned, yes, Stephen Chambers, the crowd did not like Braun. And guess what? I didn't like Braun in this promo. I thought it was very bad. I thought it exposed him. And it definitely exposed Jinder. Let's face it, Jinder did not have the crowd. He was just feeding off it because he absolutely had nothing to say creatively. So he was just feeding whatever the crowd was hating on Braun Breaker. That's a fact. 2, Braun needs to keep it short, sweet, to the point. He was doing the same exact thing as Jinder, if you guys did not notice. He was feeding off the crowd too because he doesn't know what to say because he's not known as a great talker when he cuts a head on the mic. He's not known for that. We just learned that tonight. We learned that with Dijak. Now we're just seeing these two guys have a match. Was I interested on paper on this, Savage? Absolutely, I would agree with you 100%. After this segment, it exposed them both completely. I thought it made their sheer brothers, whatever you want to call them, I thought it made doubly just by Jinder cutting this whole promo. And what is this really going to do for Braun? What is this match next week going to do for Braun? Absolutely nothing. I think this should have went straight to Hayes, especially when Hayes was on the show live tonight. They should have went to him instead of wasting our time on this. That's all.
I want to add to what you just said, Jay. He also came out at the end of that match at Vengeance Day. So how come we're going to Jinder? I actually agree with you on this. That he comes out. You're on mute.
The country, man. It's the country. Billions and millions of followers will come and start watching NXT when breaking news happens that Jinder Mahal captures NXT World Championship. People, he's going to be on the news all over the country over there. All new eyes on NXT. Carmelo Hayes will be champion, but he's going to take it off Jinder, not Braun.
How much is Jinder paying you? How much is he paying you? How much is he
Woo! Woo! Listen, Jinder Mahal is the Maharaja, and you better have some respect for Jinder Mahal. And in this year,
it's 2023 right now.
He's a dignified champion. He's a world champion. He had a great run.
2018, yeah.
Who cares? And now it's 2022, and he's going to have a resurgence in his career, man. Whatever. Nah, this feels like 2022. This doesn't feel like 2023. But I'm still waiting for 2023 to show up.
I mean, he's looking more dominant with these guys than he did with on the main roster with the two pipsqueaks that he had with him.
Yeah, no, in this year is going to have a great run, man. I think they're going to have a great one in NXT, and it's going to convert into a WWE run. And Braun Breaker needs to be at WWE already. Let him be the one to take the title off Gunther, IC champion direct. Let him have a year run with it. Then he can go after the world title, something like that. I don't mind it. I'm not against it.
I can't see the triple threat. I'm sorry. I can't.
What triple threat? What triple threat?
Stephen Chambers would think it to be a triple threat. I wouldn't like to see that.
No. Braun loses and disappears next Wednesday, folks. Shocking moment. They don't need him anymore. They have too many people on the roster. Jinder needs to have that title so he can really work with Indus and turn them into monsters. They get the tag team gold. They do exactly what he said. They're draped in gold, fast and quick, and it's over. Braun goes straight to WWE. We see him on Raw literally the week after or SmackDown, and my man's going to Mania. He's doing something. Get him involved in that Gunther IC match. There's a reason why they haven't started a Gunther program yet.
I thought this whole thing was about the bigger picture was about Indashir. It wasn't about Jinder. It was about.
No, that's why they put the titles on Gallus. Gallus are going to have the titles until Indashir rips it right off them.
First of all, don't even get me started with that. That was the wrong decision. Whoever made that trigger call, that was the wrong trigger call right there. Don't even get.
This is going to be the main event. We're getting to that later tonight. Wesley's coming out. You could see Dijak behind him. You could see Tony D and Stacks behind him. He's about to come out and have his little open challenge. He comes out. He makes the open challenge. Von Wagner basically, comes out after Dijak just attacks Stacks and Tony. So basically, Wagner gets the match. You have Mr. Stone there looking like he's the lion tamer in the circus. It looks fantastic. Wesley, there's that picture right there. You see Dijak attacking poor Tony D'Angelo, taking his opportunity away from him. And then this match starts off. Von Wagner, this was the typical match I expected. Von Wagner comes out hot, beats the hell out of him, ends up going for that gorilla press slam. And then, Wesley ain't going to let it happen this time. Just starts kicking the hell out of him. It's funny that he's doing sweet chin music all over the place, flying knees, and then that move that you hate, Jay. There's the picture of the gorilla press slam. 1 super kick, 2 super kick, knee to the face, his finisher, and 1, 2, 3. Von Wagner takes another loss again. Caveman Von Wagner with another loss. And there, Mr. Stone just looking disgusted because, of course, Von Wagner can't help him. Anthony, what did you think of this match? Okay, Jay.
I can't even say it. Betraying this guy.
Betraying.
Or portraying. There we go.
Portraying. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. I just said it was 2022, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. We're portraying this guy as this big dude.
No, they don't portray him. He is a big dude. Look at him.
He's okay. Von Wagner's a big dude.
He's a big dude.
But you're making him look like he's Carmelo's, not Carmelo.
No, this isn't about Von Wagner, man. This is about Wesley. And Wesley getting pushed to the moon as a killer. And he can beat anybody at any given time. Dijak was also a big guy. Put his ass down. Now he's putting Von Wagner down. They're making Wesley a giant killer. They're turning him into a Shawn Michaels, Rey Mysterio, giant killer. And Wesley's having a strong run right now. Strong run. But impressive matches.
But here's this is also where I was going to go with it.
He just stole the show at the pay-per-view.
You can't, but you can't give Von Wagner something with just like a jobber match.
No, not yet. He has to spaz out. That's why Mr. Stone's eventually going to get into his head, help me, help you, and then it turn into a monster.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That Jerry Maguire line.
Yeah, exactly. It's Hollywood, man.
I'm so sick of it.
WWE. Jay, how about you? What'd you think of this?
You guys may think he's losing out there, but Von Wagner is winning. This was a winning match for Van Wagner. Second generation wrestler. His father's a great legend in Wade Bloom, 91, 93 WWF. Look it up. But this guy has it all. For God's sakes, he was a tight end for football. He has the look. He has the facial expression. The Robert Stone Von Wagner story is working. It's trying to get some audience. Everything that was said by Robert Stone about this guy was absolutely true tonight, which I'm sorry, Savage, you will get into. What?
Jay, have some respect for Crowbar.
First of all, this 48-year-old want to have some respect for me, all right? I challenge you to a match.
What was that? Because I'll show it to him. He follows me on Twitter and Instagram. Go ahead. Say it again. What do you want to say to Crowbar?
Say what?
You are expecting
all right.
a nostalgia act. I apologize if you are expecting a feel-good novelty performance. And I apologize if you are expecting some broken down wrestler from yesteryear clinging to whatever athleticism remains in his broken, battered body for one more indie payday. Because I can say without reservation and without hesitation in any company anywhere in this industry that there is not one. 0. 30-plus year veteran capable of performing at the level that I do. Bar no one. So Rick Recon and Dave LaRecca, this Friday, February the 17th, Avenel, New Jersey, you will find out firsthand why I have become and am a rite of passage for young lions like yourself. And you could go ahead and leave that La Greca lean horse shit at home. Because I guarantee you that's not going to happen this Friday.
I can help him with his promos.
That was great. I love that
promo. With his promos.
Come on, Jay. Are you coming Friday? You want to go to New Jersey?
If he's cutting promos like that, I don't know, man. I might have to make a U-turn off the freaking highway.
He's taking Rick Recon. Come on, man. You down? I want to go. Give me a reason to go, Jay.
Give you a reason, should I? I don't know, man. Former hardcore champion, former WWF tag team champion, with probably one of the greats you could say in David Flair. I mean, what more can I say? Should I keep going? I don't know. Former cruiserweight champion in Crowbar, 48 years old, taking bumps, Michinoku drivers and crazy insane bumps. But
I've enjoyed every one of his matches I've seen in the last.
Gotta give him props,
dude. I have clips. I have clips I can show you, man. I have clips. Plenty of clips.
Shout out to Crowbar.
Absolute shout out to Crowbar. I'm gonna get Crowbar on this show. He actually has a physical therapy office in New Jersey. That's what he does.
I got questions for him. 48 years old with that physique, holding his own, training. How does he does this bump? Because
I had an amazing interview with him, and we're gonna have to do it again.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was 48 years old, Savage, and I took a bump like that, I wouldn't even walk again. This guy's walking. He's doing all these things. He's driving. He's shaking hands with the fans. He's cutting promos. I'm gonna get you this Friday. He's doing everything, man. Shout out to Cole.
He is. All right, we get another match now. Charlie Dempsey versus Hank Walker with Drew Gulak. Dempsey with a hammerlock, shift to side headlock, shoots off, shoulder block, fired up. Charlie cuts him off with forearms. Walker clocks him with one big boot, leaves both of them down and out. Dempsey gets the heel trap bow and arrow. Charlie Dempsey wins by submission with the heel trap bow and arrow. And then you see Gulak here, and he gave Walker a pair of his boots too. Booker T, Vic Joseph there, and getting ready to watch this match right here. Looks like everybody's having a good time, right? Match is over quickly. Charlie Dempsey doing his thing, and then we see something unexpected. We see Drew Gulak, and it happened. And you did call it, but I could see that. I could see this. I could see the painting on the wall for that one. Anybody have anything to say about this match? Or
what was the point of the last month and change since Drew to get together with this guy? What was the point of having Hank Walker in this? It absolutely did. Did you guys just see the amazing drop kick by Hank Walker? And as he did the drop kick, he fell on his back. You guys see that tonight? What did this do? What was the whole point? Savage, you've been calling it from the beginning. I see Drew Gulak teaming up with Charlie Dempsey. They'll be a great tag team. Guess what? Everybody's been saying that. What was the point of all this? What did it do for Hank Walker tonight?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. Anthony, you got anything on this one or not? You want me to just keep going?
Yeah.
What do you got? Who do you got it for? Is it for Hank or is it for Gulak and Dempsey?
No, I have nothing.
He's got nothing. All right, we keep going. All right, Von Wagner here. There's going to be a little segment in the back. Von Wagner's backstage with Robert Stone screaming and throwing things. Stone has plenty to say, but what's the point? He didn't lose the match for a lack of ability. He lost because his walls are up and he doesn't have a connection to anybody. He has to break down his walls and help Robert, help him, help me, help you. Stone doesn't have time for people who have their walls up, but he has time for the guy inside. And he'll get Von where he wants to go. But again, he has to help me help Von. More of the same from this, but I see what they're doing. Stone's a great manager, and Von Wagner is a genuine caveman. Look at him. Like, this shit is hardcore. You cannot get around that forehead. But he's a big man and he's good in the ring. He's not bad at all.
The disrespect you show this guy, Savage, is uncontrollably. I hate it every time you disrespect this second generation superstar we're seeing right now. His father, Wayne Broom, by the way, was part of the Beverly Brothers.
Yo, this is Steven Chambers' fault, man.
And you still disrespect this guy.
Steven Chambers always calling him a caveman, bro. I blame this all on Steven Chambers, man.
Yes, Steve.
Steve is
Yes,
all right. Yo,
Steven
Mick,
Chambers.
listen, Mick. I'm sending you an invite on Facebook right now. So stop trolling and come on this show right now, Mick Thomason. Go to your Facebook, click the link, hit enter studio, and do it. And do it right now. All right. Anyway, this caveman here, he's got a hell of a. I think he's got a hell of a career ahead of him. All right. Look, see, I'm not the only one. He said he looks like one of those cavemen from the commercials from Geico back in the day, bro.
Well, this caveman's about to be NXT champion one day.
Hold on a second. We're gonna actually. That's why I love the internet. I really do. I mean, here we go. You ready to see this?
What are you showing us?
Another Crowbar promo.
Nah. Look, this is Von Wagner.
That's so bad.
Are you seeing this shit?
The disrespect you have in one of the greats we have seen in the father, Wayne Broom. I say it, and this is the disrespect we get.
Look at that! Look at this! This is Von Wagner right here. You see it? You see my mice over him, Anthony? Look at his forehead.
You're terrible. That's terrible.
Look. Right here. You see it? Come on, man.
I will support Von Wagner all the way. I will support him all the way.
All right. Do we like all these Hollywood flashbacks? I heard they're working on a bunch of new ones. Rhea Ripley's going to be doing Stranger Things. Someone else is doing Top Gun.
We don't care.
No
We
care,
don't
right?
care. We don't care.
You don't care. All right, Jay, how about this whole segment? We're
This was
pretty deadly.
complete bonkers and crap all the way to the whole nine since the promo started.
Yeah, basically they made them waste their money
I
and
want
time.
you guys to be honest with me. If you guys were to tell me Gallus deserved the tag team championships at Vengeance Day, they did. They were the great winners. Then you guys, I cannot talk about NXT no more because these guys were not the ones to pull the trigger. They should have pulled it on Chase U, believe it or not. I can't.
All right, well, forget about NXT for 1 minute because real quick, I want to talk about Last Resort coming up February 26th. And you have a chance here to see an actual Hollywood superstar, Hollywood stuntman for the Terminator, NBC superstar Brett Azar make his debut against V Marino at Last Resort. Phil Insane will be there. There's a lot of matches already announced. You have Brett Azar taking on V Marino. You have an 8-man tag with Jacob Fatu, Sean Maluta, Bull James, Joey Martinez is going to be there, Vinnie Mac, Mr. Ruda, Alpha Jr., Lance and Noah. And this is his family, man. This is Alpha's family. So this is going to be a fire match right now. That's a lot of flesh in the ring at one time. You're going to get Casey Navarro versus Encore, which is probably going to steal the show. This is going to be a banger alert. Then you're going to see Phil Insane kill Nunzio. And I mean kill Nunzio because after Phil Insane barely lost to Tommy Dreamer in what was a classic match that I commentated on. And I feel bad for any future ECW legend or hardcore. Don't say you're hardcore around Phil Insane because if you do, you might just find yourself in the early grave. So I wouldn't recommend it. And look at the new match announced today. Snitsky will be taking on Brandon Scott, and it's not his fault. Also, this is going to be a banger. This is going to be a banger. Homicide versus DeMarcus Kane. This is going to be a banger.
I got to talk to Alpha.
And of course, Battlefield Seminar Series with Tyson Kidd, $75. It's going on earlier in the day, February 26th. So if you want to learn how to wrestle, Tyson Kidd can teach you things legends still haven't learned. So make sure you get on down. The link is going to be at the bottom of the video. When after the show ends, the bottom of the YouTube video, there's a link in the description for how to buy tickets for Last Resort and Outlaw Wrestling upcoming show in Bay Ridge or Queens. So make sure you get on there.
Alpha should try to get Moxley.
You believe this guy?
Hey, you know, you tease you back.
What do you think? Moxley's just gonna come for free?
Savage. These guys are like, man, Homicide's like 45 years old, man.
Yo, dude, the interview,
dude,
the interview that I got with Homicide Jay, he basically like retired on my camera.
Bro,
this is his last run. He told me. He told me this is his last run.
What training these guys are doing, but Homicide is definitely 45, bro. He's that old and he's doing all these bumps. It's just insane to me.
All right, let's get through NXT, man. Let's get through NXT because I got to go to bed early tonight. I got to wake up early. What do we think about this whole segment with Dragunov coming out, Trick Williams calling him out, JD McDonough comes out, you know, he's mad that, you know, Dragunov has ruined his eye. And then, of course, Trick hits him in the back. It's a whole thing. There was a big promo. I don't want to really get into it. I just want to know what you guys thought about it.
I didn't like it, Savage. I think Ilya should be top player. I don't think you should put him with a weakling like Trick Williams. But you just saw Carmelo Hayes there, and I think it was just a waste of not having him with Braun Breaker tonight.
Okay. Well, this is to get away from that because obviously he's going to be working with Jinder for a couple of weeks. But then we get that promo from Carmelo and Trick Williams at the end. Carmelo Hayes is backstage hanging out when Trick Williams rushes in screaming about getting one over on Dragunov. Hayes points out that he got Dragunov mad, but Trick says he can throw knees, shoulders, fingers, or toes. He's going to find out Williams is the baddest and the prettiest around. So Trick Williams obviously very confident. Now we get the segment that I talked about earlier in the night where, you know, there's her brother coming out. Yeah, who cares? Let's keep it moving. Next week, you're going to get Dragunov versus Trick Williams. We're going to see Braun Breaker take on Jinder Mahal for the NXT Championship. You're going to see JC Jane versus Indy Hartwell. So this is going to be JC Jane's first match as a super heel. Jay, real quick, do you think we see Gigi Dolan during this match?
No.
Anthony, do you think we see Gigi Dolan? Okay.
She's gonna screw. She's gonna try to screw JC, but
it could very well happen. Too early.
I don't think it'll work.
Well, let's get into our main event. Okay, main event time. Chance has a Cobra twist on Perez, grinding her down. Tack to Carter. She tries to keep it rolling, but Roxanne reverses into a schoolboy for two. Jawbreaker, crawl under. Tag to Satomura. Arm ringer, drop toe hold, handstand, knee drop, no cover. Anyway, let's get to the end. Mako Satomura, Roxanne Perez win by pinfall with pop rocks from Perez on Cade and Carter. And then post-match, Satomura told Roxanne, I helped you. Now you help me. And she wants a title shot. And apparently, I think she's going to get it. Roxanne said it would be her honor. Jay, what did you think of the main event? And are you excited about that championship match?
Oh my God, the main event was beyond shit, and I think it was just because of all women involved. Roxanne Perez wasn't even impressive besides the code red. Sakamoto, whatever you want to call her, she did a dive on the ring apron that looked like pure crap. It looked like the La Greca-Lean. To be honest, I would have gave her number one, first prize right there, and she would have competed, Savage, to be honest with you. But this match didn't do it for me, and if these two are going to wrestle in Roadblock, Jesus, I'm scared.
Okay. Anthony, how about you? What'd you think of the main event? And overall NXT, what are you thinking about?
The match itself was just underwhelming, but they did the match just to get to the end, which I thought was kind of pointless. Why give us a match? You know, just give us a promo with them two, and that's it. We really didn't. I mean, the Apollo segment was weak. He sounded like a little crybaby. Oh my God, you were my friend. It's like, really, dude? And then you get pissed off at the end. Like, dude, can you deliver a better goddamn segment than that shit?
Steven Chambers could be right. This could be a 6 out of 10. It could be even less than that. I wasn't impressed.
Jay, NXT. What did you think? What are you thinking tonight? NXT overall.
I'm neutral, Savage. I'm not even a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm just right in the middle.
All right, he's right in the middle. Me, I had a good time tonight, and that's what matters the most. I think Anthony had a good time, and that's what wrestling's about. NXT, to me, had me peaked when Jinder Mahal showed up because I'm a Jinder guy. I liked it. Look, they look strong. Grayson Waller, great character progression, having him work with Shawn Michaels. Overall, and the main event was shit, though. I'll give you that. Absolute shit. A couple of flops and but overall I enjoyed it, man. I have to say, because normally I hate Briggs and Jensen, but tonight I was actually intrigued by their storyline, and I was also intrigued with the storyline between Chase U and Schism. So I'm genuinely invested in what's happening right now on NXT, which is why I'm going to keep watching every single week, just like all of you are. And we'll be here next week for NXT. We'll be here tomorrow for AEW, and I might be in Avenel, New Jersey to watch Crowbar destroy Rick Recon live. Dave, I don't think there's anything you can do about what's coming on Friday. Everybody,
I'm going with Recon.
Going with Recon? Yeah, Dave will probably cheat, but I don't know. I think
SPW.
Crowbar hasn't lost in a while, man. So we'll see.
He will this Friday.
Mick, I sent you the link on Facebook Messenger. Next time you can try again. You just go to your messenger and you click on the picture. There's a link in the picture, man. You click on it. Next time, try again. I'll send it to you at the beginning of the show next time. One of these shows, we're going to get you on here. And don't say it because it's lack of me trying. I've sent you the link. I don't know what else to do, Mick. If you want, you can leave me your email in Facebook, and I'll email you the link. We can try that. But don't ever tell me that I'm not trying to get you on this show. I've tried to get you on this show several times, and we're going to continue to try until we get you on here. Right here, live on Wrestling with Savage. And we'll be back tomorrow for AEW. Everybody, have a good night, and God bless. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Jay. Happy Valentine's Day, and my condolences to the Jarrett family, man. May he rest in peace. Everybody have a good night, man. What are you yelling? I'm excited.
That's it.
Nice stiffy.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Mick, I just went on your Facebook right now, and I hope I don't get copyright for that. That would suck. I think I played that song too long. Here you go, Mick. Here is your Facebook. About overview. I see no email. Send me your email, and we'll get you on the show. Okay? I promise. But I'm out of here, brother. We'll get you on this show. Send me your email, and we will get you on this show. Have a good night.